What's up? Spiritual Empress in the house. How is everybody? Really appreciate all my subscribers so far. It's been very cool. You guys have been very sweet. I did have like one person come on and was like, you need to like explain things better, like just so you guys know, like this is my channel and whatever I choose to talk about or how I choose to convey it, hopefully the message resonates with the people who've chosen to be here. But you know, if you're not going to give any like, I can take criticism, but if you guys aren't going to say it in a positive way, I don't want to fucking hear it. So just so you guys know, there are other channels, boo-boo, go somewhere else. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about dark side Aquarius. Everybody and their mom will like message me and they'll be like, I'm dating this Aquarius guy, or I'm talking to this Aquarius guy, and he randomly like ghosts them or just cuts communication or things like that. The low level Aquarius, I can say, they can just be the worst, guys. They're very annoying. And I can say that. I can, you know, boast about how much I love Aquarius. I honestly love all the signs in their evolved form, but in the unevolved form, I'm not going to mess with you. So as far as the low level Aquarius and mind games or anything like that, I can say low level Aquarius is still very smart, you guys. It's a lot like a Scorpio. They're very smart. They're very strategic. There's a lot of annoying things to be said for Aquarius, actually. Most of them, what a lot of them do is, I'll talk about ghosting. So if a low level Aquarius just ghosts you, here's the thing: if you're dating one, they will never be as into you as you are into them. They will not be as fascinated with you as you are with them. And what they call loving somebody is a different definition than somebody who is truly loving. Because a low-level Aquarius doesn't really feel. I'm sorry, they don't. I mean, they may say it, and that's their logical perception of what love and what feelings are. It's not an actual heartfelt feeling. So what they can tend to do to people sometimes is they'll just ghost them, or maybe they're talking to for a while and they just disappear, and it's because honestly they got bored. I can say in Aquarius's mind, like I just got done hiking because my mind is very active, so I have to stay very active for the most part. That's why I'll usually crash at some point, but they honestly get bored very easily. And I'm going to say, like I said, because they don't care to the degree that you do, because they're kind of like subhuman, I feel like. They'll just cut and run. They'll cut you in a New York minute. They don't really think twice about it because they don't have a real feeling about it. So if they do ghost you or things like that, honestly, they'll be like, well, what's the best way to get them to talk to you again? Honestly, it's not. It's just moving on with your life. They're more than likely, if you ghost them back and you just are like, okay, fine, I'm not talking to you anymore, it's not going to really affect them because they never had a true feeling about it in the first place. But with that being said, if they do come back around, it's honestly just a low level. It's for a low level reason. It's not for anything positive. It's because they want something from you. Maybe you guys are hooking up or something, or they're bored. Honestly, low levels still get bored really easily. Another annoying thing about Aquariuses that are low level, they're know-it-alls. I mean, everybody knows that. And Aquarius's motto is, I read this somewhere, Aquarius's best motto is, I know. We do know a lot of things, but because of that, a lot of low-level Aquariuses take it too far and they turn into complete know-it-alls. It's very annoying. Low-level Aquarius, not always something has to be said. Like, they don't know when to just shut up. And this is what me and a friend of mine were talking about when we first started talking about Aquarius, is that it gets very annoying, Aquarius talking to another Aquarius sometimes. We are not like that. We can kind of feel each other out, I think, when we're getting too philosophical. But honestly, low-level Aquarius, just take the fucking joke. Don't turn it into some like deep, meaningful conversation or like philosophical. Like, it's very, very annoying when other people just want to be light or get to the point, and you're being a know-it-all and you just always have to say something. Like, just know when to shut up. But a lot of times with the know-it-allness, they still will think that they will stand by their word even when they're proven wrong, and that's super annoying. I hate when somebody can't admit that they're wrong. I mean, I know, so in Aquarius, when they push their point, it's because they have a strong thought about it or principle about it. But when they're wrong, they need to learn that they need to just admit that they're wrong. It was funny, I was talking to Scorpio for like a brief minute, and he was adamant that he was right, and I was adamant that I was right, and putting a Scorpio and Aquarius in like a battle together is like putting two mules, like none of us want to budge. And so he ended up Googling it, and it turns out he was right. And I said, oh, and then I was like, no shit. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm sorry, you were right, I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry we went at it for so long. And he was just like, wow, thank you. Like, seriously, nobody does that. Just admit when you're wrong. So low-level Aquarius will never do that. You'll prove them wrong, and then they'll still stand by their word when you're like, no, the concrete evidence is right in front of your freaking face. Like, how are you still standing by what you said? So a lot of them, some of them can be jealous, I've noticed. Mostly the January ones. Some of them can be jealous or possessive. Low-level Aquariuses lie a lot. I think that's just some sort of, it's because they're bored. Like, they kind of play games. And I can tell you with Scorpio and Aquarius specifically, they can be very, very manipulative. And it's because they are very smart. So be careful around a low-level Aquarius. They know how to manipulate things. They can logic or reason a justification for almost anything that they do mentally. So it's like, say I stabbed you in the back, and then now I'm going to justify it with something that you did. They're very, very good at that. Very manipulative. So if you guys are dealing with one, you'll know that you're dealing with one. Just think about all the times you guys had an argument. And a lot of the times, you probably went to them with something that they needed to work on. They're going to deflect that, and they're going to make a sort of justification for the way that they're acting. It's very wicked. I wouldn't suggest even dealing with low-level anything, but low-level Aquariuses can be very annoying. Just know-it-alls. What else is annoying about Aquarius? Yeah, just stubbornness. I mean, I know I can still be stubborn, and that's because when I really feel strongly about something, I will put my foot down, but I try not to be so much that. Also, they're very impatient. They're very impatient. And that has to do with the hyperactive mind kind of thing. They may be very stone cold on the outside, but have a very hyperactive mind. Yes, it's mental. So they can be very stubborn. What else is annoying about low-level Aquarius? I don't know. There's like so many things. I find a lot of them are liars, manipulators, cheaters, things like that. And when you have a truly loving Aquarius or anything like that, they are like a Leo. They are committed to a fault. They are very, very loyal, and they'll stick it through with you, and they'll put the work in. A low-level Aquarius usually kind of bounces around. So if you're getting like scattered communication, and honestly I feel like this is with most men and women, if you're getting scattered communication, they're more than likely dealing with more than one person, and that's because they're bored and they have nothing better to do than to just yank people's chains. And that's because they always want backups. Like an Aquarius, I can say and I can say this as like the perspective, an Aquarius always has a backup. Like they always have somebody that they could go to. And it's really low level to just keep somebody around on the back burner that they care about, but also have like a relationship or something like that. It's this insecurity in them, so they can be very insecure. It's an insecurity. It's honestly, it looks like they're being players, and this is where they get the reputation of being a player. It looks like they're being players when really it's just them being insecure. So it's very weak. Just so you guys know that like tough guy act on the outside. For low levels, it's typically real. It's because they don't have feelings. But it's also very weak, because to think that opening up and being vulnerable, they honestly see it as a weakness. And the second you show them weakness, they don't know how to handle it. They run away from it because they're so strong, right? So yeah, if you guys have any other questions about low levels, I just tried to do a little bit of a funny video. I'm going home now, and I'm going to do Aquariuses for October. I finally mustered up the energy to do some tarot, and you guys seem to like it, so I'm just gonna go with what you guys like, because you're not telling me. You need to tell me what you want in this relationship. So okay guys, well I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you guys want me to talk about specific things, tell me. I can talk endlessly for hours about anything under the sun, but I want to talk about what you guys want to hear about. That's why I created the channel. So thank you so much. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye.